Well, you work on a spreadsheet factory.
I do. I do kind of work in a spreadsheet
Yeah.
factory in a
John,
sense.
do
I
you
do
work in a
make a lot of them.
spreadsheet factory?
Yeah, pretty much. That's all I do all day, every day is working on spreadsheets.
You guys both
We're
spreadsheet boys?
yeah,
Yeah.
we're actually in competition with one another. The
You in the
American
spreadsheet
branch of our
mafia?
business and his. Yeah, we're the spreadsheet mafia. Um, we we turned a beloved babyface into a heel, and we're gonna like John and I are gonna face all of the new young and up and coming Generation Z kids, and we're not gonna put any of them over
Then you're gonna
Hell
cash
no.
in your money in the bank briefcase at the same night.
and throw fireballs at us.
Yeah. But then after the
Yeah,
match, you're gonna have a little kick.
little kick.
Little
Yeah,
kick.
Just a
little
little
post
kick.
match
Little
kick.
post match kick.
Little post match kick.
Just a little one. And
Hello,
then maybe like
everybody.
a glancing blow with a chair. Guys, I know this is the beginning of the show. You're not gonna understand any of that. I
No.
assume either Corey cut that out because it made no sense, or he left it in, and this preamble is also going in to try
Yes.
to explain that you guys aren't gonna understand that. So don't worry about it. Just
Yeah.
don't
Don't
stress
think
out
too
about
hard.
it. Yeah, just enjoy the ride. Just enjoy the fun that we're having, and you'll be okay. You know, we're having a great time, and
Having a great time.
therefore, so should you.
All right. Welcome to the Smark Avengers. My name is Corey, and with me is Dylan and John, and it is the
Hi.
fourth and final week of the spooky season episodes. How are you
Are you
guys feeling
guys
about that?
are you guys spooked? Are you guys have you guys been utterly terrified to your very core at our other horrific, hellacious episodes? My goodness, they've been so spooky and scary. We
I'm
talked
all
about so many
spooked out.
spooky things. Remember we talked about the Hobgoblin? Oh, what a villain. Remember?
Yeah,
Yep.
we did.
And then we talked
Yeah.
about Gentleman
Chilling.
Ghost.
Yep.
And we talked about whatever the fuck happened to the other one. I don't remember what happened to the other one.
It's okay. There's a lot.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But it was pretty spooky, so
Yep. So we hope that you're enjoying October as much as we have, even though while we record this, it is still very much September.
no, it's
Um,
October.
yep, breaking the fade, brother.
We're recording this the day that this episode goes up.
Yep. We did that before, and it wasn't panic inducing at all.
And we're doing it again, and none of us are panicking.
Nope. None of us legitimately are panicking. But
No.
anyway, since this is our final week, we decided we'd do something a little special and a little different, and do something again that we really enjoyed the first time. So several episodes ago, I think it was in the month of July, we created our own team of X-Men by having an auction. So, for those of you who are unfamiliar with auctions or the traditional manner of them, not like necessarily eBay, um, there is something on the line. You have a finite amount of money that you're able to say, I would spend that much money on. But the trick is, you don't want to say all of the money you're willing to spend because you're hoping to get it cheaper. But your competition are the other people in the room who may also be trying to get it for as cheap as possible. And thus you go back and forth until somebody inevitably taps out and says, fine, you can just take the piece of shit. I don't fucking care.
Sometimes you get lucky and you get forged for like dirt cheap.
Yeah. Wasn't your first one was Bishop for 3, and you started the bidding at 3.
I think did I get forged for 1?
You
2.
got forged for 1. No, 2.
Was
Yeah,
it 2?
it was all my
Yeah.
characters I got for 1.
Who did we get for 1?
Angel and Jubilee.
Right.
Forge is way better than Angel.
We are having another auction today, but this time instead of doing mutants to build our own X-Men teams, we have a list of supernatural-esque characters. Some we've talked about in the last few episodes, some we've not. And we are going to be trying to create our own supernatural defense force. In DC Comics, they call it Justice League Dark. I think in Marvel, they were the Midnight Suns. We have £100 to spend between us. Once you spend all of your money, you're out. We have 22 characters here. Currently, they are listed alphabetically, but I'm on a randomizer to randomize the order in which they're in. This randomizes every time with the click of a button. Fellas, how many times should I click this button?
3.
4.
3 plus 4.
7?
Yes.
All right.
Feels like we're bidding
1,
already.
2, 3,
Oh, the suspense.
4,
My gosh.
5, 6, and 7.
Ooh.
So
My God.
I did a little bit of preparation for this one, so I can actually. We are all very big X-Men fans, so we did not need to explain who certain characters were. But because these are a little more obscure at times, and you may have a question on what are their abilities, I have all this information ready to go. Should you have any questions?
It's because you're a very good host.
Thank you. So, fellas, are you ready to begin?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. First up on our order from the world of DC Comics, his name is Jonathan Crane, and he is the Scarecrow, a Batman villain who utilizes a fear-inducing gas toxin known as Fear Toxin, and he preys upon the people of Gotham City as the villainous Scarecrow.
Does he have crows, or is that the Marvel one?
He does not have crows. It is not in his realm of abilities. I can give you the names of the
Scares them
abilities,
off.
but there are a lot of them.
It's a deal breaker right there. The crows. What did you were gonna tell us his powers? Is that what you said?
Well, I was going to ask if you wanted to know what his powers were, or if you had a question of it, does this one have the ability to do this? I can confirm or deny.
Well, I've already got my answer, but
Okay.
if John has any questions, you can go for that.
I am familiar with the Scarecrow.
Okay. So, would anyone like to start a betting at 1? I
Yeah.
will take. Okay, John, you go with 1. I'll go to 2 then.
I'll go 3.
I will go 5.
I'll go 7.
Mm.
I'll go 9.
Mm.
I'll go 10.
That's fair.
I'll go 11.
Okay.
Mm,
Because he is pretty good as a villain. You know, he was in what was it, Batman Begins?
Yeah, well, he's in the entire Nolan trilogy.
He is
He's been-
actually in
Animated
all of them.
series.
Yeah.
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 But like he was
Oh.
focused
In the
more
animated
in
series.
Batman
Mhm.
Begins. You know, he has he's a very good Batman villain. Because I think fear works as a Batman kind of a plot device a lot more than like a lot of other
Mm.
characters.
And he was chosen to be a member of the Sinestro Corps because of his ability to instill great fear.
There you go.
Was he afraid of yellow or whatever the fuck?
No, they are yellow.
So,
The
well, are
Sinestro
they afraid of
Corps harness
themselves?
yellow energy.
What are they afraid of?
No.
Color.
It's their ability to their ability is to generate fear, not necessarily to feel it themselves, but to make others feel it.
Right, but aren't they weak to something?
Not necessarily. I mean, more of it's just like if you have the ability to essentially conquer those fear emotions that you're hit with.
Okay. Anyway, forget that. What are you guys bidding?
Okay. I'm at
I
11
think-
right now.
Yeah. I'll go 12.
I'll go 13.
Lucky 13.
It's getting too high for me. I think I might tap out.
But think about it though, Joe. Like that's a good villain to have.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like the DC Scarecrow, I think is a bigger deal than the Marvel Scarecrow.
Oh,
He's-
100%.
Oh, by far.
Yeah, he's a pretty big deal. You know, you can use him for a lot of like good storylines and stuff. Like he's a character that you could get a lot of mileage out of.
Mm.
What do you think? What's the bet at so far?
13.
13.
13 in Corey's court.
Yep.
Is John gonna make a play?
Nope.
13 and a
Okay.
half.
I don't think we can do
Nope.
half. So we'll
I'm
go
not.
we'll get
That's
too
not
much.
me. That's not me bidding, by the way.
Yeah. I figured.
It would be weird for me
You've
to
been
shut
quiet
up
this
for
whole
like
time.
this long and then suddenly put in a weird bid that makes no sense. That's not what I did. I mean, I'm good. John, you're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
So
Right, so
Scarecrow
I
to
am
Corey
at
for 13.
Scarecrow.
I think that's not a bad deal, frankly. You know, I mean, like I said, I wasn't that interested in the Scarecrow. Once I knew he had no crows to scare,
That was it.
not
Yeah.
interested. That's a
Not
deal breaker for
interested.
me. But I could see why you guys would want him. You know.
Okay. Coming up in our second character, born in Haiti, Jericho Drum left for America to become a doctor. When he received word that his brother was dying because of a voodoo curse, he got revenge by learning voodoo from Papa Jumbo, thus becoming an indispensable ally to Doctor Strange, Black Panther, and the Avengers. This, is, of course, is Brother Voodoo, who at one point was the Sorcerer Supreme when it was deemed that Doctor Strange was unfit to continue in the role after using forbidden magic to fight the Hulk.
Evil magic. Is Doctor Strange back to being Sorcerer Supreme now?
We're in a weird place with it. I think it's Doom
Okay.
technically right now.
Oh, it is Doom. It is Doom.
Yeah, they're in a weird place with it.
Yeah, why not? He loves magic, man.
Certainly does.
Um.
We're gonna
Okay,
start
you know
debating
what?
at 1.
I'll take a 1.
I'll go 2.
Okay. John?
Nope.
Not interested in Brother Voodoo, huh?
No. He's never really appealed to me too much, to be honest.
You know, I'll go with 3.
We'll go 4.
Oh yeah. Is it worth 5? I'll go 5.
Okay, I'll go 6.
I think I'm done, honestly. Wait. Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Now let's look at this logically.
Okay.
He was good enough to be Sorcerer Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
How many other people have done that? Like 4?
There've been a handful. Clea
Like-
Strange was Sorcerer Supreme for a bit of time. Steven was for the longest time. Doctor
Dr.
Doom
Doom.
currently holding it down
Yeah,
right now. So
I
it's
mean,
it's a rare club to be in.
But these are important people.
Yeah, mainly you get to be Sorcerer Supreme when Doctor Strange has fucked something up.
But also, he's got a lot of good powers himself.
Yes.
So, do you want to run down his powers?
Sure. There are quite a bit, so I'll try to skip over some of them that may not be the most applicable.
Can he use the Speed Force?
Yeah, I will use the Speed Force. All right. He's adaptive. He can control animals. He can animate objects. He can project himself astrally. He can blast things out of his hands. He can blend into his surroundings. He is cosmically aware of the world outside of our own. He has a danger sense. He can manipulate the dark force. He can manipulate darkness. He has divine powers. He can manipulate the earth. He can control electricity. He's empathetic. He can absorb energy. He can create energy-based constructs, including shields. He can control fire. He has healing abilities. He can hypnotize you. He can control ice and cold weather. He can create illusions. He's technically immortal. He's insanely rich. He's very intelligent. He has been around for a very long time. He can fly. He can cast magic spells. If all of this hadn't made sense before then, there you go. Part of those spells can be necromantic. He can make himself intangible and pass through walls, communicate with ghosts. He can control plants. He can possess people. He has post-cognition. He can generate power into items. He's precognizant. He can sense death. He can change his shapes. He can siphon abilities from other people. He can change his size. He can absorb your soul. He has super sight, super speed, super strength. He has high stamina. He's telekinetic. He's telepathic. He's teleporting. He's tracking. He can control the weather. He can control the water. And he can create willpower-based constructs.
You see, I think we should have done this right off the bat, because now, after saying all that shit, you're like, are we betting too low? Like, holy fuck, dude, this guy can do it. Also,
He can do a lot.
He can talk to animals. He can talk to crows. Now we're in business.
There you go.
What's the bet at?
I think we're at 6. Yeah, we're at 6.
Dude, after all of that stuff, I gotta go to 7.
I'll go 8.
You know what? At first I had like a passing interest in him. You just read off like a laundry list of like every fucking thing. That guy sounds way cooler than the Scarecrow. I'm gonna go to 10.
That's fair. I'll go 12.
I don't know if I want to go that high. Brother Voodoo, but that list of shit you said.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot. That's way more than the Scarecrow. I will go 13.
Okay, you'll go 13. I'll go 14.
Oh, I can't go any higher than that. I really thought 13 was gonna be it. I really
So I've
did,
got-
because you went 13 on Scarecrow. I'm like, well, I'll go 13 on this guy.
So I got Brother Voodoo / Doctor Voodoo.
Yes, I'll write down.
By the way,
Brother
you
Voodoo.
were correct. Scarecrow's list was much shorter.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he's a super smart guy who can create gas.
I mean, we can all create gas. Let's face
That's
it.
true.
I was waiting for that.
There we go.
All right. Are you guys ready for number 3?
I feel like, no offense to me and John, Corey might be winning this so far.
Well,
Considering-
technically, yeah.
Technically.
Technically. All right. Coming in at number 3, Dr. Stephen Strange was once a gifted but egotistical surgeon who sought out the Ancient One to heal his hands after they were wounded in a car accident. Instead, the Ancient One trained him to be the master of mystic arts and the sorcerer supreme of Earth. We could also do his powers as well if you choose to do so right now.
Why not?
All right. I will tell you he doesn't have as many as Brother Voodoo.
Mm.
Agility, animation, astral projection, blast power, cosmic awareness,
Oh,
dimensional manipulation.
animation. I can animate.
Animation. he can make inanimate objects animate.
Okay.
So you can make a chair dance if you wanted
That's
to.
well, in animation I could do that too.
There you go. Dimensional manipulation, divine power, energy manipulation, fire control, flight, force fields, healing, hypnosis, illusion casting, insanely rich, intelligent, invisibility, leadership, longevity, magic, mesmerize, necromancy, phasing, possession, psionic, psychic, reality manipulation, stamina, swordsmanship, telekinesis, telepathy, teleportation, time manipulation, time travel, and unarmed combat.
I mean, you said the list was shorter than Brother Voodoo, which was correct, but also still pretty impressive.
Yes.
A lot of time stuff going on there.
Yes. So, who would like to start us off at 1 for Dr. Stephen Strange?
John, I think it's really good that you and me both saved our money.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'll go for 1.
Okay. I mean, I'll have to go for 2.
Well,
I was about
I'm
to say,
gonna
like, we're going to do 1.
up the ante then. I'll go to 5.
5.
I'll go 7.
Davin.
It's Dr. Stephen Strange.
All
I'm
right.
up
Well,
to
how about
10.
Oh, you undercut me. I was gonna make a big
Gotta be
play
quick.
there, and you went to 10. I mean, okay. Here's a big play. You ready?
Go on.
You're right.
11.
I'll go 15.
I'm not going 15.
Well, he went 15, so you have to
That's
go
what I mean. Like,
16.
I'm not going that high. Corey, it's just you, man.
Yeah, I'm going to let you have Doctor Strange at 16. I already got one of the other people who was Sorcerer Supreme. Or 15. So, John, you're at 15 for Doctor Strange.
I'll take that.
Which I think
That's
some
the
people
highest
would
so
suggest.
far.
I think some people
Mhm.
would still consider that a steal, though.
I
Hell yeah.
think after reading the fucking powers, Brother Voodoo seems like I feel like I should have went
He's a
hard
dark
on,
horse. Yeah, he was the dark horse.
aka the Cool Force.
Yeah, there you go. All right, up next, he is a lord of chaos and a master of the extra-dimensional gods known as the Old Ones, and he currently rules over hundreds of various dimensions. He's best known for being one of the most powerful and terrifying adversaries of Doctor Strange. It is seemingly impossible to permanently destroy this evil god known as Shumagorath. So, for our listeners here, Shumagorath is a giant eyeball with tentacles, and he's massive because
He
he's
was
an old
also
god.
in Marvel vs. Capcom
Capcom.
2, I think.
He
Mhm.
was.
Yeah. Automatically that gives him points with me.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
So, Shumagorath's abilities: agility, blast power, density control, dimensional manipulation, divine powers, energy absorption, energy manipulation, feral, healing powers, immortal, intelligent, invulnerable, been around for a very long time, magical, phasing, reality manipulation, shape-shifting, siphoning life force, stamina, super strength, and telepathy. Would you like to choose? Anyone like to start with £1 for Shumagorath?
I'm gonna go 1.
I'll go 2. Oh,
Oh.
Can't both go 2.
John, you want to go 3?
I'll go 3.
I will also go 3.
I'll go 5.
Oh.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go.
6.
I'm going 7.
Okay.
Have we
8.
got it?
8.
Who said 8?
I did.
Corey, you malcontent. Sorry you had to hear that, but you just got
Earmuffs.
me. What did you go for?
I went 8.
9. Oh, that silence is good.
10.
9 to get a guy from Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
I said 10.
You said 10?
I said
Mhm.
10.
I'm obviously saving my money for Forge.
The supernatural character Forge.
What you know? What if I just give you this guy? What if
Okay.
I just give? What if you just have him? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's yours.
And what was that final bid? Was it 11 or 12?
I wrote down
I think it was
10.
10.
I
Yeah.
wrote down
10.
10.
Okay.
Here's the thing. He's from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. He was really good.
Mhm.
But if you're playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2, there are 100 other characters you're gonna pick.
Before Shima Gorath.
Oh,
Mhm.
100%. You would even pick Roll. You would pick the little Lego man before you'd pick this guy.
Nice.
All right. Up 5th. The legendary monster created by Dr. Victor Frankenstein, though notorious for his torrid past, he was a member of the Seven Soldiers of Victory, currently leads the Creature Commandos, and is a member of Justice League Dark, Frankenstein. Frankenstein is adaptive, agile, has berserker strength, divine powers, gadgets, healing, immortal, implants, invulnerability, leadership, longevity, magic, marksmanship, stamina, submariner, super strength, swordsmanship, tracking, unarmed combat, and weapon master. I'm going to start at 5.
I have a
Hang on.
question.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you say implants, are you
Mhm.
It
talking?
means that
Tits?
he's got like cybernetic.
Oh.
Oh, that's disappointing.
That's not what me and John were thinking.
No, I had a feeling when I saw that, I'm like, if I read over this as quickly as possible, maybe they won't notice.
Well, I have another question.
Yeah.
Gadgets.
Yes.
Like James Bond.
So he works for a
No,
government
like
agency
Inspector
called.
Gadget.
Yeah.
But Inspector Gadget had huge tits.
Go Frankenstein arms.
Go Frankenstein tits. Wait. So explain the gadgets. Frankenstein works
So-
for the
He works for some government agencies.
government.
So the
Thought we
Creature
should employ
Commandos.
Frankenstein.
Yes.
What,
Yes, he's a
the
member
U.S.
of the
government. Are they idiots? Don't answer that. We know the answer.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, he was a member of SHADE, which was the department of the CIA that dealt with supernatural beings. Kind of like it was the DC version of the BPRD, the Bureau of Paranormal Research and Defense. So, any other questions about Frankenstein?
I feel like, as like a former English student, we should say it's Frankenstein's monster, technically.
Do you know what Frankenstein's monster was called in the book?
A
George.
monster.
No. Have you guys read the book?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it was called. What, Corey?
What? No, I read the book. I'm also confused about where this is going. I'm just as confused as John.
I think it was called Adam.
No.
He referred to
Okay.
himself as Adam.
Yes.
Because there's a line about where he was kind of lamenting to Victor about why he like shunned him. Like, I should be your Adam, and instead I'm your Satan.
Right, but like when he referred to him, couldn't he give himself his own name?
Probably.
I mean, that's
And
what,
also,
in
wouldn't
the
that make
canon.
more sense than just being the fucking Frankenstein monster?
Well, in canon, he does go by Frankenstein because I don't want to talk to you guys about Dr. Victor Frankenstein in DC. It's too much right now.
Mhm.
So DC just adopted this already existing character, Victor von Frankenstein,
Well-
and said, "Well, we'll just make him ours, and we'll just add shit." I mean, I
Well,
guess
yeah, but
Marvel did that with
Marvel
Dracula.
did it. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
You
well,
know?
Grant Morrison was the one who created this iteration for it as well. So this
Grant
is a Grant invention.
Morrison, I love him
Yeah.
so much, but sometimes,
Yeah, it's a little much.
yeah, sometimes. Is that why you straight off the bat went for 5?
Oh no, I just really like the character. I've read multiple series that had Frankenstein as a lead.
Hmm.
Well,
I mean,
I'm gonna
Frankenstein
up
would be.
the ante. I'll go to 10.
I'll go to 20.
Whoa!
Did you
'Cause
say
I was gonna
20?
say-
Yeah, I'll go to 20.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That's more than like any X-Men we fucking bid for.
No, I think we got Magneto up there.
How the fuck? How good is Frankenstein in his writing? Where you're like, gotta get this guy.
Well, because like
You went straight
I'm
to
bidding
20?
high on the supernatural characters that I know,
You
right?
get 3 bids on Frankenstein.
That's how auctions go, man.
I have a feeling you might win this.
Yeah.
I'm tempted because Corey really wants him, so I'm like, should I do 21? But I have like no. I mean, at first when you were talking about Frankenstein, I'm like, that'd be nice to get. I might do like 5. Straight away, it was fucking 10.
Dylan, I need to remind you, you haven't got anyone yet.
Bide my time, man.
Mm.
Morbius is coming up,
Gonna
and it's gonna
be-
be Morbin time all the time.
We actually see where he is on the list. Okay.
You don't think I know what I'm doing? John, you really think I would be this fucking stupid? Me? The most intelligent of the 3 of us? Come on now. Please, give me a little bit of credit. Anyway, the point is I'm not going for Frankenstein, so.
Yeah. It's all
Is
yours,
that it?
Corey.
20? Are we happy with
Fantastic.
20?
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with 20.
Okay. Real quick. So I've been writing down the numbers, but I haven't been doing the calculations. John, maybe on your spreadsheet you can tell us what the calculations are.
Yep.
So I know that Corey has spent 13 plus 14 plus 10 plus 20.
So
Of
he's
his
down
100.
to £43 left.
John, you spent 15,
Yes. So I have £85 left.
but tell the people how much I've got left.
You have £100 left to spend.
100
This is how
big
it started
ones.
last time.
And
So it
then
started
I
last
got
time, and then you were like Bishop 3, and nobody bid for Bishop.
bingo. I got Bishop. I got Forge. I fucking stole that. I got the best team. No offense, guys. I got the best team.
Yeah, Team Gun.
I haven't read the comments on YouTube. I assume that everybody in the comments agreed with me and said I had the best team. And I'm going to get the best team this time.
All right, there you go.
That's the way it
All right,
is.
so our sixth auction. Well, this one might get you to spend some money there, Dylan.
Zombie
because-
Gambit.
No. Roderick Kingsley became a worthy heir of the Goblin legacy, creating his own identity of the Hobgoblin rather than just being another Green Goblin clone. Roderick Kingsley, adaptive, agile, can blast power out of his hands. He has claws. He has electricity control. He has gadgets. He has heat generation. Also with a massive pair of titties because he has implants. He's insanely rich. He's intelligent. Natural born leader. He can cast magic. He's as a marksman. He has a suit that gives him extra abilities: stamina, stealth, super sight, super speed, super strength, expert tracker, expert with unarmed combat, and a weapon master.
Plus, he designed suits as well.
Yes.
There you go.
He's a tailor. He's a very accomplished tailor and
Fashion designer.
fashion designer. Yep.
Yes.
Corey, why didn't you write that in the thing?
Because I was going based off of the first description that Comic Vine gave me.
Comic Vine, you're lazy.
Oh, you'll see how lazy they are for some of these.
I mean, they went to time with Brother Voodoo.
They kind of did, didn't they?
All right, this
Hobgoblin,
boy,
where we start? Who's starting
I
at
am
Fun,
one?
strong.
so glad I kept my money for Roderick Kingsley.
I'll go 10.
12.
15.
16.
20.
Ow! My soul. 21.
25.
Fuck! 25 is an inhuman amount of money to spend on this guy.
I really like the Hobgoblin.
I also
So-
really like the Hobgoblin. 26.
27.
I'm out. I'm done.
Ugh.
Can't. I can't. 27?
Boy.
Yeah, man.
Yep. 27.
No. 27.
Money well spent.
Oh! Dang it. All right.
Oh boy, that one was everything I hoped it would be.
Whatever.
All right, our seventh character. John Constantine the Hellblazer is a working class magician, occult detective, and golden tongue con man. He's well known for his scathing wit, endless cynicism, ruthless cunning, and constant chain smoking. A roguish counterculture antihero, Constantine is also a strident humanist driven by a heartfelt desire to defend mankind from the forces of evil. Constantine is adaptive, agile, can project himself astrally, has blast power, cosmic awareness, danger sense, darkness manipulation, divine powers, energy-based construct, escape artist, fire control, healing, hellfire control, hypnosis, illusion casting. He's immortal. He's intelligent. He can cast invisibility. He is a natural born leader. He can project light. He has longevity. He can cast magic. He can cast necromancy. He can manipulate probability. He's psychic. He can manipulate reality. He's telekinetic. He can teleport. He can travel through time. He has voice-induced manipulations and can blast wind.
Can he control crows?
He
No.
does not have animal control.
All right.
So we're going to start Constantine at 1.
I mean, I'll take that at 1.
I'll go 2.
Corey,
I already have a magic user.
you're not interested in Constantine at all?
No, not really a Constantine guy.
All right, so this is me and John, huh?
Yep.
Mhm.
You know, I'm gonna bump it up to 5.
I'll go 7.
I'll go 8.
I might tap out.
8? I think 8's pretty fucking good.
It's a
Yeah,
great deal.
I'm looking at mine. I've already got a magic user as well, though. The Sorcerer Supreme, no less. So,
Do I double check my list? Do I have a magic user already?
No.
no.
No. All right. Well, that works. That works. All right. So 8.
8 it is.
Sweet. I think
Find
that's
me on
pretty
the
good.
board.
I'll take it. That's not bad. You read out a list of powers that I'm pretty happy with to have. You know. A lot of good stuff.
All
right there.
right. Older twin brother of Umar and ruler of the dark dimension, Dormammu is a being of immense mystical power. He uses his vast powers to conquer other universes, dimensions, earning himself the enemy of Doctor Strange in the process. Dormammu can animate objects. He can project himself astrally. He has berserker strength. He can blast things. He can change to surround. He can blend into his surroundings. He has claws, cosmic awareness. He can create a death touch. He can control density. He can manipulate dimensions. He can manipulate the earth. He can absorb energy, create energy-based constructs, and manipulate energy, create energy shields. He is feral. He can control fire. He can fly. He can generate force fields. He can heal. He can generate heat. He can see through heat. He has illusion casting. He's immortal. He's intelligent. He's invulnerable. He can levitate. He has longevity. He can cast magic. He can absorb matter. He's necromantic. He can phase. He can possess. He can mimic powers. He can use psychometry. He can manipulate reality. He can shapeshift. He can siphon the abilities from other people. He can siphon the life from other people. He can manipulate his size. He can absorb someone's soul. He has high stamina, super speed, super strength. He's an expert swordsman. He's telekinetic, telepathic, can teleport, can manipulate time, can travel through time. He can track people. He's a master of unarmed combat. He can control water. He is a weapon master, and he can control the weather.
That sounds pretty fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
He can control water,
Yes,
like Hydro Man.
like I
Yeah.
yeah. But his head's on fire. That's
Like-
dangerous.
The Human Torch. Interesting. We've raised the stakes here, fellas.
All right.
I mean, I say that we raised the stakes with fucking Hobgoblin.
Certainly did. So, who would like to start us out with 1 for the ruler of the dark dimension, Dormammu?
I'll go for 1.
I'll go 2.
Oh, man.
What? What the
I
hell?
thought I was gonna get him for 1.
What the fuck?
Just read
3.
all those abilities. 3. I'll go
I'm gonna
4.
go 5.
Oh. 6.
Ooh. I'll go 8.
Too juicy for me.
9.
10.
Okay, I'll let you have him at 10.
I'm gonna steal out.
So-
Dude, that's a steal.
It is a big steal. But you get Dormammu, the dread ruler of the Dark
Dude,
Dimension.
Dormammu for 10 is fucking incredible.
Yeah, I don't... John, what was your reasoning for not going higher?
Because I've spent too much on the Hobgoblin.
Fair enough.
I
John,
was just thinking, like...
Corey, is that your reason for not going for it too? Is that you spent too much money on all their fucking guys you got?
No, I was, like, looking at it. I was like, I'll go up to a certain point because I already have Shumugorath, who is already, like, an evil ancient god.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
like, I
Dormammu
can
is
have
way
two
cooler,
ancient gods.
right?
I don't know, but
Dormammu's
he's an
gonna be
eyeball
way
tentacles.
cooler.
He's more aesthetically pleasing.
I like the Firehead.
You like the Firehead?
Yeah, that's what I'm into.
That's all. I'm all about that. All about
Yeah, I
it.
love that Firehead aesthetic, you know?
John, what's everybody's money count at the moment?
So you have £43 left to spend. Dylan has £82 left to spend. And I have £58 left to spend.
All right. So to give you an idea, this is our 9th pick out of 22. We have a ways to go still. That's heard John just take a blow there. All right. He's the victim of an ancient family curse. Jack Russell struggled for years with his bestial alter ego, but over time he has conquered his inner demons. Now he fights the dark forces that plague our world. He's an enforcer of justice, an avenger of shadows, and a werewolf by night. Jack Russell is agile, has berserker strength, claws, is feral, high healing, highly intelligent, invulnerable, can shape shift, has high stamina, super hearing, super sight, super smell, super speed, super strength, an expert tracker, and a master of unarmed combat. Would you like to start us off at £1 for the werewolf by night?
Whenever you say he's high healing, do you mean he's really good at high heels?
Yes. He can walk a runway.
That's interesting. He would be really good with Roderick Kingsley.
Yeah. Oh, in that case, I'll go in for 1 then.
Go for 2.
3?
I'm gonna go 3.
No, I went for 3.
So
Well, then
Dylan,
I
you
will
want
also
to
go for
4?
3. We'll both go for 3.
I'll go for
Share
4
him.
to clear it up.
6.
Oh, 7.
Come on, man. You got loads of monsters already. 8.
Well, after that heartfelt plea, I have to give it up.
See, if we
So,
were betting
Jo-
on an actual Jack Russell, I would totally go for it. Because I love Jack Russell, the dogs. But a guy called Jack Russell, I don't know.
But he's
So I
a
think I might be all right.
werewolf by night.
Well, my dog's a werewolf all the time.
There you go. So, John, it sounds like you're going to get the werewolf by night
Yes.
For 8?
Yeah.
for 8.
Okay.
All right, here is our 10th pick. This one might also raise some eyebrows.
Roderick Kingsley
Bonded-
again.
Bonded with the dark alien symbiont after it was discarded by Spider-Man, becoming the first Venom, Eddie Brock later on became Anti-Venom. The symbiote was lost during the events of Spider Island. Then he was forcefully bound to Toxin by the Crime Master before reluctantly giving it up to stop Carnage. Most recently, however, he has rebonded with Venom. Eddie Brock.
And he's become the god of the symbiotes.
There you go. He's super agile, has berserker strength, claws. He's elastic. He can enhance his mutation, making himself bigger or smaller. He's feral, has a high healing factor, is an expert marksman, basically wearing a power suit. High stamina, super speed, super strength, expert of unarmed combat, is a wall clinger, a weapon master, and a web slinger. Do we want to start anybody off at 1 for Eddie Brock, aka Venom?
Also, he doesn't set up Spider-Man's spider sense.
Indeed.
There you go.
Which, if you're thinking about like a villain, like that's a good power to have.
It's a good ability to have.
Yeah. I'll go 2.
I'll go 5.
That's fair. Corey,
I have no interest in Venom.
you don't care about Venom at all?
Not really, no.
Here's the thing, right? I don't remember what the full list of people is.
Same.
So I'm thinking if Venom is in this list, there's a possibility.
Let's
It's
be
someone
completely
else.
transparent. We all put these. We picked all of the names together at the end of the last session. This is not you guys
Yes.
completely blind. You just don't remember.
But
Yeah.
I was drinking last time. I'm
You
drinking
drinking
this
now?
time.
Maybe it'll come to you.
If we didn't add Carnage to this list, I'm disappointed in all of us.
Well, I can tell
Including
you if
myself.
Carnage is on the list.
What?
I can tell you if Carnage is on the list.
Right, because that's my question. Is it like,
Yeah.
obviously, I want to save. What have I been doing today? Saving my money for Carnage.
Yeah. Yes, Carnage is on the list.
He is on the list.
Yes. I have no problem telling you guys who's on the list because we
Okay.
created the list together.
So therefore,
So if you have
the
a
issue
question,
is
I can answer it.
because I want Carnage. Are you guys gonna fuck me on Carnage?
Not if
I don't
you
really
let
have
me get Venom, I guess.
Well, let's.
I-
What if I let you get random for a reasonable price?
Yeah.
What are we at
Oh.
now?
I think we're on 5 now.
In your court?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, I'll go to. I'll go 6.
What? You just said you were going to let me have him for a reasonable price.
You paid 27 for the Hobgoblin.
I'm so bidding on Carnage now. That's where all of my money is going.
What? You're not gonna beat 6?
No, I'll go 7, and then
I'm going to
the
say,
rest
like,
of it-
this is really low still.
I do, because whenever I said I want to do reasonable price for Venom, I was thinking like 10. Like 7 is still pretty low for
One of like the
reasonable
most popular
price.
characters from the 90s.
for Venom.
Stop jacking up the price.
You know what? You know what? Right, I'm gonna do you a deal, John. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna jack up the price. I'm gonna give you Venom for 7.
Okay.
That's a deal. Yes, but we have an understanding when a Carnage comes up. Yes,
Yeah.
is that fair?
What's the understanding?
That you don't jack up the price for Carnage
I mean, you've just jacked it up a little bit for me, though.
to
So
7?
7. No, that's a lot of money when you've only got £50 left to spend.
Okay, fair enough. But for the record, nobody else has gone for less than 8. And we're talking about fucking Jack Russell here. Nobody else has gone for less than 8, and we're giving you Venom for 7. That's
Okay.
a reasonable. That Corey, back me up here. That's
Yeah.
reasonable.
Right.
I'll go with that.
Okay. I
Yeah?
will agree as well.
Okay,
So
Fair
7
enough.
for
Right.
Venom.
Yes.
I will give John Venom for 7.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Jack up the price. 7. You fucking kidding me?
All right, real quick, let's do a
I gotta
recount
blow
on
a
how
fireball in your
much.
face, mister.
All right, let's do a quick recap on people's remaining funds because we are about to hit the halfway point.
Okie doke. So I have £43 left. Corey also has £43 left, and Dylan still has £82 left to spend.
82 sweet Carnage points. We call them the tree at Carnage points. We're already halfway through it.
Yeah, we're hitting on number 11 right now. So we are 11 out of 22.
Sweet.
All right, do you want to recap who has who, though?
Well, I
Yeah,
can do that
can do.
real quick. Do you want me to do it, or do you want John to do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
Corey has the Scarecrow from DC, Brother Voodoo from Marvel, Shima Gorath from Marvel, and Frankenstein, I think, was from DC,
Yes.
but really from like
Yes.
literature.
Very aside from literature.
Frankenstein from the fucking book Frankenstein. I have Constantine and Dormammu, which I think is alright. I'm happy enough with that. John has got Doctor Strange, Hobgoblin, Werewolf by Night, and Venom, which on paper, most of it is pretty good.
I'm pretty
Like,
happy with that.
I think that's a pretty good list. To be fair, Corey with Scarecrow, Brother Voodoo, and Frankenstein, and also Shimagurath, not bad. You guys are doing pretty well so far. Like, if this was a fight, Constantine Dormammu might have a bit of a tough time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it could all change. We still got plenty of people to go.
All right. Our 11th pick, botanist Alec Holland became the Avatar of the Green, known as Swamp Thing, following his death in a swamp as a result of a horrific accident. With the ability to control any form of plant life, Swamp Thing uses his powers to protect both the human and the plant worlds. He can animate inanimate objects, project himself astrally, he can blend into his surroundings, he can absorb chemicals, he can secrete chemicals. He is cosmically aware, he has divine powers, he can duplicate his body, he can manipulate the earth, he is elastic, he can fly, he can heal himself, he is immortal, he's highly intelligent, he is invulnerable, he is long-lasting, he can cast magic, he can control the dead, he can control plant life, he is poisonous. He can possess objects and other people. He can shapeshift. He can change his size. He can absorb someone's soul. He has high stamina. He can breathe underwater. He's super strength. Can teleport. Can travel through time. And is a master of unarmed combat.
This sounds like a Brother Voodoo situation where you're like, what the fuck? Where did this come from?
Mhm.
Corey,
Like
real quick,
40 years.
right? I wanna, because we're at the halfway point now.
Yes.
I want to put to you and John something real quick because, like we've said, you and John are both like over half your budget. You guys have like 40 something left, right? 43.
Yeah.
What if I posit a caveat for you guys, and for all of us, really?
Okay.
Because there's probably going to be a point where like we run out of money, but you still
Yes.
want a character. So what if we say, if you're getting down to the wire, you can put one of your characters into like the Lost Zone in exchange for 10 extra pounds.
So you can drop a character for 10 extra pounds, is what you're saying?
Yes. If you find a character you want more than somebody else, you can drop that one character you have in exchange for 10 extra pounds to barter with.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
How does that sound?
that works.
Is 10 a good number, or what do you think?
I feel like 10's a good number because it also,
Yeah.
like, if you've been spending high this whole time, then, you know, you're going to shoot yourself in the foot if you have to take that deal because you're going to have been lost money still.
But it also
So, like,
means
if
that,
I
like,
decided
the closer, like if you're down to like 7 and you get an extra 10, 17 could be a winning bid.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But what I mean is like, let's say that I choose Frankenstein to drop, I only get 10 coins back out of the 20 that I spent, so I'm still at a loss. So
Right.
I like that because it makes you make hard decisions.
But I also think that that's fair because there's a, you know, you guys, I was pretty frugal at the beginning. You guys were pretty, like, Corey especially was pretty gung-ho at the beginning. This gives you guys, like, all of us really, a chance to kind of like assess your team and think, okay, who do I really need? Who do I really want? So I wanted to put that through now when we're about halfway through and you guys are about halfway through your money. Let's add that as an addendum. You can swap anybody out and put them into the Lost Zone in exchange for 10 extra pounds.
Yeah.
Is that a fair deal? And I actually like that we put that in now as opposed to the X-Men one because, like we said, the X-Men one was super easy, right? I think all three of us pretty much made our own perfect X-Men team.
Mm-hmm.
We came pretty fucking close to making our own best X-Men team. Whereas this is a bit more strategic, a bit more, we're thinking it through a lot more. You know, we're not just voting with our heads, or not just voting with our hearts, but voting with our heads and being a lot more strategic. So I think that's a good rule if we're happy enough with that.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
On top of that, after the whole list of stuff you said about Swamp Thing, like I said, it seems like a Brother Voodoo situation. A lot of stuff going on. I'm happy to open the bid up at 2. A pretty high 2.
A pretty high 2.
Yeah.
I'm good with letting Swamp Thing go for 2. I'll be honest with you.
Can I
John,
ask
any
another
feelings
question?
on Swamp Thing?
Can I? Yeah. Can I? If I get Swamp Thing, do I also get the weird bug guy?
No. They might be part of a deal for someone else further on.
But well okay. All right. I like that. Teasing.
That might be part of it. That's a sign-on deal with another person.
Okay. And if that is the case, you would want the Swamp Thing to fight those guys. Yep.
Yeah,
I would assume so.
Yep. So Swamp Thing seems like a pretty good idea to have.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 seems like a really good bet.
All right, you can have him for 2 then. Jeez.
Holy shit.
uh,
I
a
ruined
lot of
this.
this, a lot of this happens because of the order of which they are shuffled. So keep that in mind. Also, we might be entering a patch of a lot of $2 wins. This one may not be one of them, though. Once a well-renowned biochemist, dying from an unknown blood disease and desperately searching for a cure, once finding that cure, in turn is inflicted with a curse far worse than any possible disease, the curse of the blood-sucking night beast. Michael Morbius became Morbius, the living vampire.
Oh, it's Morbid time now, fellas.
He is highly
Oh.
agile, has claws, is feral, can fly, can heal, can hypnotize. He has a high intellect. He's invulnerable. He can levitate. He has longevity, so he's going to be around for quite a while. He's a marksman. He can mesmerize. He has high stamina, super hearing, super sight, super smell, super speed, super strength, master of unarmed combat, and of course, the power of vampirism.
You know what sucks about Morbius is that I always liked Morbius of the TV show because I thought
Yes.
they did a really good job of like making him sympathetic and like a human character, like an interesting character. And I always liked Morbius in the comics as well. They did a very good job with that. But his film, so I'm conflicted because also
Mhm.
because now everybody listening to the show are gonna think about that fucking film. That's been the most recent thing about Morbius. They're gonna think about that shitty ass film, which we made fun of ourselves. They're gonna think about that and not think about the proper Michael Morbius, the character, who I always liked. So, I think people need to put their preconceptions away and
I mean,
watch
you did say, like, as soon as
Yes,
Corey announced it was Morbius, oh, it's Morbin time.
I did, right, because that was for the YouTube views. I'm trying to get the people involved, but I'm also trying to chastise those very fans for being so small-minded and ignorant that they don't appreciate the kind of character that Michael Morbius truly is. And he
Draw
really
them in
is.
so you can wag your finger at them.
But
There you
yeah,
go.
let's just use the phrase "rag the finger." Let's use that.
So who's
But
starting
it's.
us off with Morbius at 1?
I mean, I
I'll
made
go
such a
1.
big. I made such a big fucking speech. I have to do something about Morbius, right? I'm gonna go 3.
I'll go 4.
Corey,
I don't want a vampire.
I'm not that opposed to a vampire. Okay, let me ask you this. You don't have to reveal too much. Is this the only vampire on the list?
No. There is at least one other vampire.
Is the other vampire Jubilee?
No, it's not Jubilee. I was tempted to
Okay.
because I have a wild card thrown in here that I thought kind of fit the list, but kind of didn't. Could have been Jubilee, but it was not.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'll go 7.
Oh, wow, that's too spicy for me.
7. So Venom and Morbius have exactly the same, are they? I'll take it.
All right, John or John gets Morbius for 7, right?
No,
Yeah.
Or
Dylan does.
Dylan gets 7. Okay.
John or Dylan, you can choose who you want to have Morbius.
A 19th century ghost with a grudge against Hawkman and Hawkgirl. That's all the description he gets. It's Gentleman Ghost. Dylan. Gentleman
Oh,
Ghost
what?
can control animals. Can blast
Oh,
things out of his hands. Has a death touch. Is an escape artist. He is immortal. He has a high intelligence. He can turn invisible. He can levitate. He can cast magic. He's an expert marksman. He's a fucking ghost. He's psionic. Has high stamina. He's very stealthy. An expert swordsman. Can teleport. Can track people. He's a master of unarmed combat and with weapons. And he uses willpower-based constructs. Gentleman Jim Craddock. Who wants to start us off at 1?
me.
I'll go 2.
I'll go 5.
Oh, oh.
Oh, that's some dirty play right there, my friend. I'm gonna have to go 7.
I'll go 8. Oh, John, do you want to go 9?
I'll go 9 then.
All right.
10.
I won't go any higher than 10.
No, same here.
Fuck.
Congratulations, Dylan. You get Gentleman Ghost.
I didn't want it for 10.
Well, that's what you got him for.
I got him. That's fine. I'm happy with that. That's cool. I was just joking. I love I got Gentleman Ghost. So
Suddenly you've got more characters than
Put more
either
money.
me or Corey. But yeah, you still got 20 more pounds than we do.
that's called strategy, baby.
Well,
I'll be
it's
a
about the
smart,
quality, not the
smart bidder.
quantity.
I know what I'm
Jason.
doing.
There you go. Jason Philip McIndale, a former agent of the CIA, turned from the first Jack-o'-lantern to the second Hobgoblin, or second major Hobgoblin, to the host of the Demogorgon. He was rebuilt as a cyborg and remained Hobgoblin until the first Hobgoblin, who was thought dead, returned and killed him. That's his bio, but specifically for this auction, he's Jack-o'-lantern. Scape artist, has implants, intelligent, he's an expert marksman, has super strength, unarmed combat, and a weapon master. And he has a little flying saucer and throws pumpkins. Would anyone like to start us off at 1 for Jack-o'-lantern?
Yes.
I mean,
I
I've
guess
already got
one's
a
gonna
guy
be-
who throws
Am
pumpkins.
I gonna get
so-
him?
Yeah, that sounds like you're getting for 1, bud.
Yes! Holy fuck! I wasn't even sure if you were gonna put Jason McIndale on here because when he did Kingsley, I'm like, I'm not getting McIndale, but you put him on here, and I got him for 1.
Yep, you got him for 1.
I'm gonna write that down. Are you guys serious?
Yeah.
Because like I said in a couple of episodes before this, he was the Hobgoblin I first saw. Him with the cybernetics in the comics. That was like one of the first comics I ever got. Obviously he's not a great character, but I have a soft spot for him because his Hobgoblin was loosely based on the one they used in the TV show. They didn't go with the Roger Kingsley one.
No.
It was loosely based on the Jason McIndale one, and I'm over the moon for that.
There you go.
I will fucking take that.
But I have to remind you, it's not the Hobgoblin, it's Jack-o'-lantern.
Right, but he has the potential to become the Hobgoblin.
All right, this is our 15th pick. An original member of the New Mutants and has the power of lycanthropy, Wolfsbane.
Oh fuck no!
Highly
Sorry
agile.
to get my hand away that quickly.
Highly agile, has claws, an escape artist, is feral, has healing abilities, is invulnerable, can shapeshift, can change her size, has high stamina, and very stealthy, super hearing, super sight, super smell, super speed, super strength, an expert tracker, and an expert at unarmed combat. Wolfsbane, a Scottish little girl who has the ability to turn into a wolf or in some place in between a wolf. Would anyone want to start us off at 1 for Wolfsbane? I'll take it then. It sounds like I would be the only one.
I've already got a werewolf. I don't need another.
All right, I'll take her for 1 then. That was my random one I threw in there, by the way. I was like a toss-up between Vampire Jubilee, Wolfsbane, or Magic, and I thought Magic would be too good, and Vampire Jubilee would be too obvious.
It's all yours.
Well, thank you, sir. All right, this is our 16th pick. Cletus Cassidy is a deranged and highly dangerous serial killer and a longtime host of the Carnage symbiote. As Carnage, he is adaptive, agile, has berserker strength, can fit his surroundings, can absorb chemicals, has claws, has cosmic awareness, has a danger sense, dark force manipulation, death touch, dimensional manipulation, divine powers, duplication, earth manipulation, elasticity, electricity control, is feral, can fly, has genetic manipulations, has a healing factor, is immortal, is intelligent, can turn invisible, can become invulnerable, can be around for a very long time, can phase, has power mimicry, wears a power suit, is psionic, psychic, has a radar sense, can shapeshift, can siphon the life force out of people, can change his size, has high stamina, is stealthy, can breathe underwater, has super speed, super strength, with unarmed combat, is a wall clinger, a weapon master, and a web slinger. Dylan, this is what you've been waiting for. Does anyone want to start us off at 1 for Carnage?
Can I really quickly get the lowdown on how much money all of us have left?
Yes. John, go ahead.
Okay. I have 43 pounds. Corey has 42 pounds. And Dylan has 62 pounds.
Okay.
So I'm going to start the bidding at 15.
Oh,
John.
damn.
John.
What? This is low for Carnage.
I stopped at 7.
But this
All
is
right, I didn't make
Carnage.
any agreement with anybody. I'll go 16.
18.
All right, we're sitting at 18. John, do you have any desire to go further?
No, like I said, I was only keeping it low. That's all.
Thank you, John.
All right, I couldn't resist. All right, John, Dylan, Carnage is yours for 18. Do you want to give us a rundown of that money again now, John?
So I have 43. Dylan has 44, and you have 42 left.
I
to
still have
spend.
more than everybody.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, and
I
we
would have
still
went to
have-
I would have went to 20 with Carnage. But John
We
was so
still have
nice about it, so
Yeah.
what a gift. What a lovely man.
We have 6 more left, by the way.
Okay.
After being murdered by the League of Assassins during a performance, circus acrobat Boston Brand was turned into a ghost by the Hindu goddess Ramakrishna. Becoming the superhero Deadman, Boston Brand must aid the people he possesses to avoid an eternity in hell. He is agile and is an escape artist, can fly, is immortal, is invisible, can levitate, can cast magic, can phase, basically is a fucking ghost. He can possess people, he's naturally stealthy, he can teleport, and he can track people. I will start us off with 1 for Deadman.
Is it Liam Neeson? Is it the same guy?
No. This is the DC Comics version of Deadman. You're thinking Darkman.
Darkman.
Yes.
Oh, is he on the list?
No, Darkman is
Damn.
not on the list.
Forget it then. What? So I don't know. I don't know a whole lot of DC stuff, so I probably don't know this guy. Do I?
We talked about him in the episode before last.
But yeah, but was I listening?
Probably not.
Probably not.
It was.
no.
I was talking about DC people.
Yeah, and I was probably thinking about chocolate. So
I was either going to be. I figured you would either say chocolate ice cream or sandwiches. So thank you for picking one of the 3 I was thinking.
oh, is that all I'm known for? I do like chocolate though.
There you go. Does anyone want to increase the bidding to 2?
You know what?
I
I'll go to 2 just because I don't know who he is.
I'll go to 3.
I kind of want a ghost, but at the same time, I don't know anything about Deadman. So
I don't know anything about this guy. I'm happy to let you have him.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll take him for 3.
Okay.
And I am the first person who's below 40 now.
Yes.
Get down to it.
This one might be another low bidding one. But Dylan, this does go back to your question earlier. Anton Arcane was a brilliant but deranged scientist who dedicated his life to discovering the secret of immortality. Anton would get an ability to refine his methods as a World War I medic, having access to many dead bodies on which he would use for his bizarre dark experiments and tests. Anton would eventually also come to know and befriend Adolf Hitler. By the time they were buddies. By the time Arcane achieved his goal of immortality, his body was too old and feeble and no longer suitable to carry him through eternity. So Anton began conducting experiments to make a new body, but the results, dubbed the Unmen, were grotesque and deformed failures. After learning of Swamp Thing's existence, they became mortal enemies after Swamp Thing refused to allow Arcane access to his body. So Dylan, this is the one that you would get Weed Killer if you had Anton Arcane, because Weed Killer is an unman.
But I already have Swamp Thing because you guys already fucked up there.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of attention on your team if you get him.
Yes. Well, there's a lot of
Hey,
tests on my
your
team
body.
anyway. Carnage is on there. He's gonna kill everybody, except
That's
Gentleman
true.
Ghost, who is a ghost.
He's already dead.
Exactly. So this is. I mean, I'll put out a bid. Sure, I'll put out 3.
Okay. So real quick, Anton Arcane is super agile, can absorb chemicals, can secrete chemicals, has claws, has cosmic awareness, can manipulate
Can
the dark
absorb
force,
and
can
excrete
manipulate darkness.
chemicals.
Yes.
Takes him in, puts him out.
Yep.
Okay.
Has divine powers, is feral, has a high intelligence, is a natural leader, can use magic, can cast necromancy, can control plant life, can possess people, can change his shape, can absorb souls, has high stamina, has super strength, has unarmed combat, and vampirism.
He didn't do any of that shit in the TV show.
No, he just turned into a weird purplish man at the end of the episode.
Yeah, what the fuck? No. So if I get him, do I get access to all those henchmen? Because that was not explicitly stated.
No, I will allow that. You can have access to Dr. Zaz and the weird Batman and Weed Killer.
Okay, well then I will stick with my bid of 3.
I'll go
3
5.
pounds.
That was silence right there, Corey. You don't want to say anything?
No,
we watched the
I don't wanna say
show,
anything.
Corey. We watched the show.
I know. I wasn't going to bid on him, period. So you already outdid me. All right, John. Sounds like you're going to be getting him for 5 unless Dylan says something in the next 1, 2.
I don't know. I don't know if I want him that bad. You know what I mean? I mean, the guy I wanted was Carnage. And then I got Jason McAdale as a bonus. So I'm like riding pretty high right now. John can
Okay.
have him.
John, you're going to get him for 5 by the sound of it.
Sweet.
What's his name?
Anton Arcane.
Arcane.
Okay. Great choice. You get the weird bug man.
Yeah, or the henchmen. I'll take that.
Did you see the fucking TV show?
I used to watch it as a kid.
What the fuck? That
5
bug man was
episodes.
scary as hell.
I had Anton Arcane, like the toy they brought out.
So you lucked out, man. You loved this guy, and you lucked out with him getting him at 5. And you
Yeah.
also lucked out with getting Carnage or getting a Venom at 7. And you still build me fucking whatever for Carnage. Like, I've got out of my way to accommodate you, and you're a real villain to me. See this? People think I'm the villain of the show. John's a real villain.
So, our 19th pick. In 1944, U.S. soldiers discovered an infant demon with a giant stone hand and named him Hellboy. Later founding the Bureau for Paranormal Research and Defense, Hellboy became the world's greatest paranormal investigator. Soon after, it was revealed that he was born to summon the apocalypse, but was instead devoting his life to fight the forces of evil. Hellboy is adaptive, agile, can astrally project himself, has berserker strength, cosmic awareness, a danger sense, a death touch, dimensional manipulation, electricity control, energy manipulation, is feral, can fly, has gadgets, can heal, can control hellfire, is immortal, is invulnerable, has natural born leader. He's been around for a very long time. He can use magic. He can absorb matter. He can cast necromancy. He can phase. He can use power items. He can mimic powers. He uses psychometry. Is considered radioactive to some people. He can manipulate reality. He can manipulate his size. Can absorb souls. Has high stamina. Super hearing. Super sight. Super smell. Super strength. A swordsman. Can track people as an unarmed combatant. And a weapon master. Anyone want to start us off at 1 for Hellboy?
Yeah, I'll have him for 1.
I will go to 5.
I was gonna go to 5. I'll go with 6 then.
7.
I'll go 8.
Hellboy's a pretty good one to have.
I know.
Well, I'll go to 10.
I'll go to 11.
John?
No.
I'll go 12.
I'll go 13.
I think I might.
Okay. So I will take Hellboy for 13.
Yeah.
How many have we got left?
So Hellboy was our 19th pick. We have 3 more to go.
What's the price ranges?
Yeah, John, read us down.
So we are down to £38 left for me, £44 left for Dylan, and 26 pound left for Corey.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
I think we've definitely, despite some big splashes here and there, we've
We pulled it
been
back.
pretty frugal this time.
Yep. There's still a lot of wiggle room for all of us.
Yeah.
With 3 left.
All right, our 20th pick. Johnny Blaze, a motorcycle stuntman, became bound to the spirit of vengeance known as Zarathos after making a deal with Mephisto to spare the life of his surrogate father. With the power to control hellfire and inflict pain on those he deems evil with his penance stare, Johnny Blaze seeks vengeance as Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider is super agile, has berserker strength, has blast power, fire control, flame breath, healing, heat generation, hellfire control, is immortal, is invulnerable, been around for a very long time, can cast magic, is an expert marksman, can control the dead, has his penance stare, uses magic items, can sense death, is super stamina, super strength, and an expert tracker. Who wants to start us off at 1 for Johnny Blaze?
I'll do 1.
I'll go 3.
I'll go 4.
I'll go 5.
I'll go 8.
I'll go 9.
I'll do 10.
12.
I think that's it for me.
I'm out.
Yeah.
So you're going to get Ghost Rider at 12.
That's pretty good.
Like that.
Pretty good.
Our 21st pick. The world knows Wanda Maximoff as the Scarlet Witch with probability manipulation and reality warping abilities. The twin sister of Quicksilver, mother to Wiccan and Speed, and ex-wife of the Vision, Wanda has taken on many roles throughout her life, but will forever be known for causing the decimation. Wanda can control animals, can animate inanimate objects, can astrally project herself, has a blast power, is cosmically aware, can manipulate the dark force, has divine powers, can duplicate herself, can manipulate the earth, can control electricity, can control emotions, can absorb energy, can manipulate energy, can create energy shields, can control fire, can fly, can generate force fields, can manipulate someone's very genetics, can heal people, can project herself holographically, can hypnotize people, can control ice, can cast illusions, can make herself invisible, can levitate, can project light, can cast magic, can absorb matter, can mesmerize, can control the dead, can control plants, is precognizant, can manipulate probability, she's psionic, psychic, can manipulate reality, has a sense for death, can siphon abilities and life force, and absorb souls. She's telekinetic, telepathic, can teleport, can manipulate time, can travel through time, an expert with unarmed combat, can control water, can control weather, can control will-based constructs, and can generate wind. Who would like to start us off at 1 for the Scarlet Witch?
That sounds like a lot.
It is a lot.
I mean, I'll go for 1.
I'll go
I'll
2.
go 5.
6.
7.
12.
13.
13.
14.
Oh, Dylan, you want to go 14? Okay. 15.
16.
Oh, 17.
18.
18.
Oh, John, you want to do 19?
I'll do 19.
I'm out.
I'll go 20.
John.
20.
Think about how much more Corey has left. He was in the 20s.
Yeah.
And he
Well,
just
John knows how
am
many
I.
I have left because he's been tracking.
he bought Hellboy.
Yeah.
So he might be out of money already.
I'll go 21.
I'll go 22.
Ah, god damn it. 26 then.
John's top is the exact amount that I have, so I can't go higher than John.
Yeah, it's the exact amount that I have as well. So
Evened out.
yeah.
So John gets Scarlet Witch.
I've got no money to spend now on the last one.
On the very last
Can
one.
I just say, John spent 27 on Hobgoblin and then 26 on the Scarlet Witch. Those are the 2 highest bids.
Mm-hmm.
Despite me having to spend 18 on Carnage, which was a fucking... fucking whatever. And also,
right.
Corey spent 20 on Frankenstein, which was kind of like out of nowhere. Like nobody was bidding 20, and he just jumped the bid to 20.
Yeah, exactly. Just asserting dominance.
The Carnage or Frankenstein? Obviously, we go for Frankenstein.
I would have gone higher for Hellboy, but I was trying to be patient. All right, this is the very last pick. It's between Dylan and myself, and it also has the shortest description.
How much have you got left? How much have I got left?
I have 26, and you have 44.
44, yeah.
Oh boy.
All right, so this is our very last pick. He has the shortest description, which I think is funny. They say the randomizer put him last. The original Count Dracula from Bram Stoker's famous novel, Dracula.
Fuck. God damn it.
He's adaptive. He's agile. Control animals. Can animate inanimate objects. Has berserker strength, blast power, claws, depth, touch. Can control density. Can manipulate dimensions. Can control emotions. Is highly empathetic. Can create energy shields. An escape artist. Is feral. Can breathe fire. Can fly. Can manipulate someone's genetics. Has healing, hypnosis, illusion casting, is immortal, insanely rich, high intelligence, can become invisible, can become invulnerable. He's strong leadership skills, can levitate, has been around for a very long time, can cast magic, can mesmerize, can control the dead, can phase through walls, is psionic, is psychic, can manipulate reality, can change shapes, can siphon abilities and life force, has high stamina, expert stealth abilities, super hearing, super sight, super smell, super speed and super strength, is an expert swordsman, is telepathic, can teleport, can manipulate time, can track, is an expert with unarmed combat, can cling to the walls, is a weapon master, can control the weather, and finally, has the power of vampirism. Dylan, do you want to start the bidding for Dracula at 1?
4.
4?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go 6.
8.
8? I'll go 9.
10.
11.
12.
13.
No, 14.
16.
I'm not paying that for Dracula.
You've got £44. It's the
I don't want to
last bid.
spend it on Dracula.
What?
If it was Forge, maybe we're talking something else. Wait, how much is Corey got left?
He's got 26.
Well, then what do you say? What do you say? 14?
I said 16, I believe.
17.
18.
No, I don't know.
All right, I'll take him for 18.
That's fine.
All right, well, that's going to do our auction. All 22 people have been picked. John, do you want to do a final tally of how much money is remaining for everyone?
Mm-hmm. So I have £0 left. Dylan still has £44 left.
Whoa.
And Corey has only £8 left.
Well, do you want me to tell you who everybody has?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
So Corey has Scarecrow, Brother Voodoo, Shumagorath, Frankenstein, Wolfsbane, Deadman, Hellboy, and Dracula. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters. I have Constantine, Dormammu, Swamp Thing, Morbius, Gentleman Ghost, Jason McIndale, and Carnage for 1, 2.
Nope, say his
3.
name. Say Jack-o'-lantern.
Jack-o'-lantern and Carnage for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters. John has Doctor Strange, Hobgoblin, Roderick Kingsley, the Werewolf by Night, Venom, Anton Arcade, Ghost Rider, and Scarlet Witch for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters.
You also had 7 characters. You just
Yeah,
discounted.
you said 6. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did have 7. Yep.
Okay. All right. So, were there any surprises for you in that auction, and how do you feel about your teams?
I think I'm very happy with my team. You know, I've got like a guy on the ground like Carnage or the Macandale, that Jack-o'-lantern, Morbius. But you got those supernatural guys like Dormammu and Gentleman Ghost I'm pretty happy with like Constantine can just do whatever he wants. Swamp Thing does whatever he wants. I'm pretty happy with how my team can provide.
Yeah, same. I think like I've got a good range of like different abilities and stuff. Like you got obviously Sorcerer Supreme, Doctor Strange. We got the God of Symbiotes in Venom. We've got a mad scientist in Anton Arcane. Got like uh, demonic vengeance demon as well, and the reality warping powers of the Scarlet Witch. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, you did pretty good. To be fair.
Yep, and I accomplished what I wanted to do. I have like one of every sort of staple almost. I have a vampire, I have a ghost, I have a werewolf, I have monsters and gods from other realms, and I have a voodoo practitioner, and then I also have a guy who's just a guy but really good at making a gas that makes you see things that are scary.
And Wolfsbane.
And Wolfsbane, she's a werewolf.
Yeah, she's scary. So
Mm-hmm.
pretty good.
But yeah, any other thoughts about this?
This was a good idea, like for a spooky season. Do the spooky characters. Maybe at Christmas we could do all the Christmas characters.
That could be fun if I could figure out that many Christmas characters.
There are no Christmas characters. That was a joke. But I would like to do the auction again at some point because I think we all had fun doing it. A lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Just as long as John doesn't fuck me over with a Carnage again. Unbelievable.
What?
After I was so lenient with you on Venom.
You got Carnage for super cheap.
You got Venom for half the price I got Carnage for.
But you would rate Carnage higher, so it all balances out.
Yeah, exactly. But dude, everybody else would rate Venom at more than Carnage, and everybody else will say, "Dude, you got Venom for so cheap." And I'll be like, "That's right, John did." In the comments when I'm replying to them by myself, they'll be like,
"So real quick." I was gonna say, real quick question: did you feel like the order of the picks played any part in how you spent your money?
I think the only thing that made a difference for me was I knew Carnage was coming up.
Yeah.
But other than that, but I suspected as much, right? Even before you confirmed it, I was like, if you're gonna put Venom in, it makes sense to put Carnage in. So yeah. I kind of suspected that. Other than that, though, I mean, it was just like who I wanted on my team,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't really remember who we put into the draw after our last recording session. So, it was all a fun surprise.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that's going to probably do us here for today. John, what's your movie count at?
I am currently on 622.
Wow. What was the last film?
It was Twister, although not the one you're thinking of. It was a 1989 comedy starring Crispin Glover and Harry Dean Stanton.
I mean, it doesn't sound funny, but
it's more oddball and offbeat and weird than anything else.
Like a Ruben and Ed situation?
I have no idea what that means.
Ruben and Ed? Oh boy, if you like awkward Crispin Glover comedy, check out Ruben and Ed.
Well, have to add it to the list.
Remember that? Have you ever heard that footage? That the story of him getting banned from David Letterman because he almost kicked him in the face.
Yep.
He was dressed as Ruben, promoting Ruben and Ed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that sounds like the kind of thing that Crispin Glover would do.
Yeah,
absolutely. I love that man.
Yeah.
So, John, where can they read the more reviews from you?
They can find me on Letterboxd at Big John Bowski, all one word. And
Dylan, what's going on in the world of Explodey Plays?
I don't know. You just have to follow the channel to find out. We should have Pikmin, and there should be episodes of a show called My Friend Pedro. I think I'm putting that up first, and then Pikmin. So then you'll see all those. And then at some point, I'm putting up a show called Smooshy Come Home, which is about a little mushroom. He plays a little mushroom. And you want to run. So I have all these taped. It just depends on when I put them up. You'll all see them at some point, but they're all ready to go. So They will be up at some point. And I mean, here's the thing. Because we talked about our recording schedule before this. If you are going to explodeyplace.com/youtube.com/youtube.com/explodeyplace.com, more accurately, explodeyplace/youtube.com, you will see the new videos. So they might be My Neighbor Pedro, they might be Pikmin 1, they might be My Neighbor Smushy. You don't know. You just subscribe to it, see what happens. There'll be loads more videos. They're all ready to go. So just whenever you watch this video, go to my YouTube channel. You'll see what available videos are there. You'll understand. It's all there.
There you go. And for more of me, you can always check out my other podcast, The Large Old Cup. This is Stream of Consciousness podcast where I just hit record and start talking. Very rarely will I have any idea what I'm going to say before I start doing it, so it's always interesting to see what comes out. However, if you are listening to us here on Spotify, then you should be watching us on YouTube. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, maybe check us out on Spotify as well. We are in both places. Please, by all means, follow, like, subscribe, make comments, all that other fun stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
All right, folks, I hope you've enjoyed our focus on the spooky and the supernatural for the month of October. We will see you next week, where it will barely be November, and Halloween would have just been a few days previous to that. But, you know, Halloween fell on a weird end of a week, and I didn't want to put out an episode on November 1st. So, goodbye.
Bam! Fireball! Oh, blew up my face. Fuck. What a surprise. Anyway, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.